everyone, it's Jeannette from Corporate Chair Massages. Happy Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday, so I will be going over a recipe that I like to make, but this one has a bit of a backstory behind it. So I mentioned in a previous video, I was a marketing copywriter, but I wasn't really happy with my career, wasn't feeling satisfied, didn't know if I was doing a good job, so I was going to pursue my diploma in massage therapy. And I decided if I'm going to go back to school, why not go study somewhere new? And I am very much a go big or go home kind of gal. So I thought, why not move to Paradise and study there? So that is what I did. I moved to Oahu. There was a school in Waikiki that was about to start in the upcoming months for massage therapy. So I sold my car, packed myself up, my whole life up, and I moved to Oahu. I found a roommate on Craigslist and I moved there. School actually never happened. The school just never opened and started, so I was, stuck on this island. I had just moved everything here, so I figured, all right, I will stick around for as long as I can and kind of go with the flow. And that is what I did. So one day my roommate Tiffany came home from grad school and she said, do you want to go surf? Have you ever surfed before? And I said, nope. And I said, let's go. Go big or go home, or also try something new. I thought surfing looks pretty cool. I love being in the water. How hard could it possibly be? So we went to Diamond Head Crater. And Diamond Head Crater is not really for beginners. Waikiki Beach is for beginners. Waikiki Beach, the waves are usually 1 to 2 foot waves, and Diamond Head is more like 4 to 5, which is reasonable for someone who's already been on a board, but for someone who's never even seen a surfboard before in real life, I had no idea what I was doing. And my roommate didn't tell me anything. She gave me no instructions. She just said, fall flat, because it's a reef break, and if you fall like a pencil, you're gonna get cut on the reef, so fall flat like a pancake and you'll be okay. So not knowing what I was doing, I just followed my roommate into the water, figured out how to paddle, and admittedly got crushed by a ton of waves. They were falling on me, I was getting pushed around, knocked over, rolling under, tangled with my leash, you name it. I made every rookie mistake there was to make. I made it over and over and over again. A few times I did manage to time the wave right, and I could get up onto my knees, so I was kneeling on the board riding the wave in, and I could hear my roommate Tiffany yelling from behind me, stand up. If you've got your knees there, that means, and you're riding the wave, you're right there, just stand up. And this went on for hours, and finally I caught my very first wave. It was the most euphoric experience I have ever had in my entire life. I equate it a lot to that moment when you are with your person and you look over to them and you realize, oh, I'm in love with this person. If that's what surfing a wave feels like, it is unbelievable. So anyway, after 4 hours of surfing with Tiffany off of Diamond Head Crater, we paddled back in because I was pretty exhausted, and we celebrated with poke. I had never had poke before, and it's delicious. It's a Hawaiian, a local meal that everyone eats, and nowadays there are poke places everywhere in your city, right? They're all over the place, but we celebrated with poke, and that was the very first day of me learning how to surf. That was in 2008. So school never happened, they never opened, so I just poked around the island surfing every day. You name it, I surfed it. I surfed in the rain, I surfed at night. It was an unbelievable opportunity for me because in Hawaii you can see right through the water, and to look down while you're surfing and see a turtle riding that same wave with you is an awesome experience, and I loved every second of it. After Diamond Head Crater, like I said, I surfed all the time. My roommate called me a surf machine. Every chance I had, I would ask her to paddle out with me and just go surf. Since moving back from Hawaii, I like to go back there to vacation because I know Waikiki like the back of my hand, and that's where I go. I went for my 30th birthday. I also traveled back there for my 33rd birthday. And most recently, I was in Oahu for my 35th. I was competing with my first triathlon. I will talk more about that in an upcoming video, but it was just an excuse for me to go back and go surfing. And on that flight out from LA to Honolulu, I met a fellow surfer who was staying on the north shore of the island, which is notorious for the big waves. That's where the big waves are. And this surfer said, "Hey, if you want to paddle out with me on the North Shore and challenge yourself on some bigger waves, let me know." And I said, "Sure, you know, like I said, a go big or go home kind of gal." So we paddled out on the North Shore, and I was terrified out of my mind. It was like the first day of surfing all over again. The waves were just crumbling on me. I was getting caught under. The leash was wrapped. Everything was going wrong. But I did manage to get up on a few waves, and I surfed the heaviest waves in my entire life, and it was, again, just an awesome experience, and I was so happy. We paddled back in and celebrated with poke. So I made 2 cups of jasmine rice. It's a lot of rice, but it will be enough to have leftovers for other meals the rest of the week. I have about a half pound of sushi grade tuna, actually 0.66 ounces of tuna. I have red onion, parsley, cucumber, and scallions, and I'm just going to chop them up and then toss it with, I did a half cup of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and a dash of rice wine vinegar. So I'm going to just chop everything, toss it up, and sprinkle on some sesame seeds and put it over rice. So I have a half cup of jasmine rice, a half cup of poke. I just rough chopped the tuna, parsley, and some scallions and topped with sesame seeds. You want to keep poke, you know, keep it simple, stupid, right? You want to keep it simple. You don't want to throw a bunch of other ingredients in there. I do recommend if you like avocado or mango or those items can go in, but you want to keep the flavors pretty clean and simple. All right, I'm about to enjoy my lunch. This is Jenny's version of poke. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.